Good morning. At least it's morning where I am. This is Monique, and I was listening to a fascinating Bashar talk. And he actually gave me, what is the word in English? He gave me the confirmation. Yes, that's the word that I was looking for about a thought that I already had. And I love that on so many levels. First of all, that I had the thought myself. And second of all, that it's actually confirmed by this epic being. And this is something that you can use in your own life. And it's something that is really important to understand and to embody, to know in your system. Substances are teachers, they are not wrong. Alcohol, cigarettes, ecstasy, cocaine, LSD, what else? Psilocybin. What else do we have? Well, coffee, of course, tea. All of these things do something in your biochemistry. Sugar as well. Well, okay, I'm not going to list all the things. You know what I'm pointing to. And I remember this New Year's Eve years ago that I had done a certain substance and I felt this immense, intense, strong balance, unbotheredness, and confidence. It was really interesting because I was also aware of being it. I was not only lost in the feeling, I was aware of having the feeling, which, come to think of it now, is actually pretty epic. I don't know if you can hear the background noise. They're building and they keep building. In any case, I hope you can't. Point. What's the point, Monique? Yes, so I had a thought years later. I thought, let me dive back into that feeling without having the substance. And also, it was daytime, and I don't know about you, but I tend to be just really sober in the daytime and actually also in the nighttime because I don't enjoy drinking alcohol and doing stuff that much anymore. And so I dove into that feeling and I could call it up, and it was really funny. And I started to play with it. Now, fast forward a couple of years later, this is all, mind you, this is all linear time because there's no linear time, right? There's only simultaneous, but these are just the rules in our physical reality. And I hear the clip or the video of Bashar where he says, you can only experience something if you already have the vibration within you. So this is paraphrased. And I posted something, I think yesterday, about this as well. I quoted Bashar. And he continues to say, when you go back into a memory of something, when you remember something, you are the vibration of it because you cannot have the memory if you are not the vibration of it, which makes life so much more easy, doesn't it? Because you know that you cannot perceive what you're not the vibration of. You know that you can only experience what you are the vibration of. You know that everything is perspective and that everything is here and now. So you don't have to work at anything. You just have to be calm, balanced, indifferent, unbothered, and select like you are literally in a library and you pick a book off the shelf that you want to read. And if you don't like it, you put it back and you take a next book. You don't get your panties in a twist because you don't like the book. You don't and get all angry because of the cover of the book, and or maybe you do, but if that's the case, then dude, get some help. And it's the same with states, but we create or we react, I want to say, different to states. When we are in a state that we don't want to be in, we can get really uncomfortable and feisty and sad and whatnot. It's just a book you picked off of the shelf. Put it back. Don't make such a big deal out of it. So, to reiterate, if you've ever done substances and you felt good with them, you do not have to keep using them to get into that state, because usually you do a substance to get into a state, right? Like alcohol to get giddy, weed to get relaxed and not feel so deeply, or at least that's one of my friends does. Um, what else do we have? Ecstasy to feel this really intense, heart opening, blissful love. All of these things are available to us right now, because we cannot have the experience on that substance if it's not available to us. So, and again, as soon as you remember the state, and usually the state is tied to an experience. So as soon as you remember the experience, you are in the state. That's it. Okay, my beautiful people. A fit mind, it creates a beautiful body and an epic life. I'm off to my yoga. I wish you an amazing rest of the day. Ciao.